Isn't it funny how you can read 47 self-help books, listen to 3 podcasts a day, fill your phone with motivational quotes, and somehow still feel like your life hasn't moved an inch, like you're informed but not transformed. You know what to do, you've got the notes, you've got the routines, you've got the morning ritual that looks like a NASA launch checklist, and yet you keep looping back to the same habits, the same stress, the same overthinking, the same procrastination. And then you start thinking, maybe I'm just broken, maybe I'm lazy, maybe I don't want it enough. Nope. There's a trap most high achievers fall into, and the scary part, it looks productive, it feels productive. It even makes you feel like a better person for 5 minutes. But it quietly destroys your ability to create real change. Today, I'm going to show you what the trap is exactly, why it keeps you stuck, and the exact way to break out of it without needing more motivation. And if this hits a little too accurately, welcome. You're in the right place. Before we start, if you've ever felt like I'm doing everything and nothing is changing, hit like. Not for the algorithm, for your nervous system, because it needs to know I'm not alone. Let's go. Here's the pattern I see over and over and over again. You feel comfortable, you feel uncomfortable, restless, behind, like you're not where you should be. So you do what smart, driven people do. You learn, you read, you watch, you listen, you collect insight like Pokemon cards. And for a moment, it feels great because learning gives you a hit of hope. It gives you a sense of control. It gives you a little dopamine moment of, ooh, that makes sense. And you tell yourself, good, I'm growing, I'm working on myself, I'm getting better. But then real life shows up. Work gets stressful, your sleep drops, your emotions spike, you get triggered, you get overwhelmed. And suddenly that new you disappears like it never existed in the first place. And then you're back to doom scrolling, procrastinating, snapping at people for random things, shutting down, overthinking, avoiding the hard conversations, avoiding the gym, avoiding that sales call, even avoiding the follow-up, or avoiding your life. Not because the information was bad, but because learning became avoidance. And this is where high performance get trapped every time, because it doesn't feel like avoidance. Avoidance actually looks like laziness. But this avoidance looks like planning, researching, optimizing, preparing, saving videos, rewriting goals, building Notion boards you'll never open again. And here's the thing, you're not stuck. You're just in a committed relationship with preparation. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever thought, I know what to do, I just can't get myself to actually do it? If that hit you, drop a yeah in the comments. No fixing it, no judging yourself, just awareness for now. Because awareness is the beginning of actual change. And here's the part no one talks about. Self-help can become a nervous system sedative. It calms the anxiety of change without requiring actual change. Your brain goes, we're doing something. We're improving. We're becoming better. But your body, your nervous system knows the truth. Nothing has shifted emotionally. Nothing has shifted somatically. Nothing has shifted at an identity level. So the discomfort that triggered the learning in the first place never resolves. You just keep feeding it more information. It's like watching a workout video to avoid going to the gym. You're still in the fitness world, still doing the things, still consuming the culture. But your body's like, cool, so we're not lifting anything though. And because you're a high performer, You don't quit self-help. You double down. You buy the courses. You hire the mentor. You get the planner. You start on Monday again. And then when you don't follow through, you blame your character. You call it lack of discipline, lack of confidence, lack of consistency, lack of willpower even. When the actual real issue is your nervous system is using information to avoid actual transformation. So here's a quick distinction that changes everything. Information feels safe. Transformation feels threatening. Information keeps you in your head, where transformation moves into your body. Information says, let's understand this first, where transformation says, now let's live it. And the nervous system absolutely despises unfamiliar territory because you actually change. You risk things. You risk being judged, being seen, being rejected, failing publicly, disappointing someone, outgrowing people, making more money and being responsible for it, succeeding and then having to maintain it, raising your standards and no longer being able to tolerate your old life. This scares your subconscious system, your nervous system. So your brain chooses the safer version of progress, learning about the change instead of becoming the change. Learning equals safe, where becoming equals scary. If this is landing differently for you, good, because this channel isn't about motivation, it's about integration. So if you want growth that actually changes your life, not just your thoughts, hit that subscribe button now. And I'm not saying that like, please help my channel. I'm saying it because this message is the antidote to the loop you've been stuck in. And here's the truth. The self-help trap protects you from embodiment, from being seen, taking emotional risk, tolerating uncertainty, letting success change your identity. As long as you're learning, you don't have to be what you're learning. You don't have to show up differently. You don't have to feel the fear of being visible. You don't have to confront the part of you that still thinks, if I do this, then something bad will happen. And here's the sneaky part. Most high performers don't even realize they're afraid, because they're not afraid like, I'm scared. They're more afraid like, I'll do it later. Let me get more clarity first. I need to be more ready. I need the perfect plan first. I just need to learn a tiny bit more. That's fear wearing the blazer. Real change starts when you stop asking, what should I learn next? And start asking, what am I avoiding right now? Because change is not an information problem. It's a tolerance problem. Your nervous system has a limit to how much discomfort it can hold while you grow. So if growth triggers discomfort and your tolerance is low, your brain will protect you by pulling you back into what's familiar. And it's for this reason why you can know everything and still freeze, because your body is the gatekeeper. Let's do something practical right now together. I want you to think of one area where you keep consuming self-help, but not changing. Maybe it's confidence at work, increasing your income, becoming more consistent, having more emotional control, fitness, setting boundaries, content creation, sales follow-up, saying no to people, or leaving a toxic situation, relationship, friendship. Now answer this. When you imagine actually changing, what feeling shows up in your body? And don't intellectualize it. Don't give me a TED talk. Just name the feeling. Is it fear, shame, pressure, tightness, heaviness, embarrassment. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if it works and I can't handle it? Now, where in your body do you feel it? Do you feel it in your chest, your stomach, your throat? Does your jaw tighten? Is there heaviness on your shoulders, back pain? That right there, that is the doorway. Because the trap is built to keep you from this moment, the moment where you feel the thing, that pain, that pressure. Because once you can feel it, you can change it. And here's another reason self-help doesn't stick. Sometimes your goals are fighting your values. So you're trying to force yourself into a future your system doesn't even want. But you value peace, simplicity, freedom. And the way you're chasing income looks like burnout and chaos. So your nervous system goes, no thank you, I rather stay broke than lose myself. Or you say you want more confidence. But deep down, you value being liked and safe. So speaking up feels like danger. So you keep working on confidence, but you keep avoiding being seen. That's not weakness. That's inner conflict. And self-help doesn't fix inner conflict with more quotes. It fixes it with aligning and embodied safety first. All right, here's how you break the cycle clean, simple, doable. Step one tiny action before you consume. Before you watch another video, do a micro action. If it's fitness, do 10 squats. If it's sales, send 1 follow-up. If it's confidence, ask 1 question in a meeting. If it's boundaries, say, let me get back to you on that. Instead of yes, just 1. Because action tells your brain, we're not just learning, we are becoming. Step 2, feel for 60 seconds. When discomfort hits, don't run. Don't push it down under. Set a timer for 60 seconds and just breathe while noticing where that discomfort sits in your body, where that emotion sits in your body. Not to fix it, just to teach your system, I can feel this and still be safe. And then step 3, prove identity with evidence. Pick up an identity sentence and back it up with 1 tiny proof. For example, I follow through, do a 5-minute task. I can handle discomfort, stay present for 60 seconds. I'm a person who takes action, do 1 micro action daily. Proof builds identity. Motivation doesn't. If you're tired of collecting knowledge and you're ready to become someone new, this is the work I do. I help high performance stop intellectualizing their growth and start integrating through identity work, nervous system regulation, and practical reps that actually stick. If you want support, you've got 2 easy options in the description down below. Start with a free session. Remember what's actually keeping you stuck and what to do first. Or join my weekly stress and frustration release group session, because small stresses cleared weekly equals huge change over time. And if this video hit you, don't just close the app and go back to the loop. Do 1 tiny action today, because you're not stuck because you haven't learned enough. You are stuck because you've been using learning to avoid becoming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Cheers.